Hi, welcome you all to Sri Lectures YouTube channel. So in this video we will discuss some of the properties of material with respect to electrostatic field. So material may be classified in terms of conductivity, sigma, the unit for conductivity is mho per meter or Siemens per meter, both are unit for conductivity. So depends on conductivity, the material are classified into conductor, example metals have the conductivity is greater than or equal to 1, and non-conductor or insulator or dielectric. Example non-conductor is insulator or dielectric, conductivity is less than very less than 1. A material whose conductivity lies between metal and insulator is known as semiconductor. The conductivity of the metal generally increase with degrees in temperature. At temperature near absolute zero, that is 0 degree Kelvin, some conductor exhibit the infinite, very important, some conductor exhibit infinite conductivity are called superconductor. Example superconductor are lead and aluminium. Next one, the major difference between a metal and insulator lies in the amount of, very important point, the amount of electron available for conduction of current is nothing but, in case of conductor more number of electron available, in case of insulator very less number of electron is available for conduction of current. And next one, normally current is classified into two cases, one is convection current, another one is conduction current. So first one, electric current. Generally electric current is generally called by motion of electric charge. So we are already know about this. Current is nothing but motion of electron, and the current in ampere through a given area is electric charge passing through the area per unit time. Electric charge passing through the area per unit charge, that is I is equal to dq by dt. Already we know rate of change of charge is nothing but current, mentioned by equation number 1, and thus the current of 1 ampere, charge being transferred at a rate of 1 coulomb per second. Next one, if a current, we are assuming that current del I flows through a surface area del S, then current density. Normally current density is nothing but current per area. Generally we are current density is represented by J. J is nothing but current per area. So here we have current del I, and area is del S. So this is marked as equation number 2. Simply rearrange equation number 2. So we get del I is equal to Jn into del S. This is equation number 3. So next one, assuming that the current density is perpendicular to the surface, if the current density is not normal to the surface. Again, here very important, current density is perpendicular to the surface. If the current density is not normal, so for that we can replace J by simply J. So this is equation number 4. So thus the total current flowing through the surface can be written as, this is small current, so total current is nothing but over the total surface, J dot ds. This is equation number 5. Depending on how I is produced, here this is very important point, depends on how current is produced, different kind of current densities. One is convection current density, another one is conduction current density, and third one is displacement current density. So we are discussed about displacement current density in later section. So now we will discuss about conduction current and convection current. Convection current, as different from conduction current, does not involve conductor. With respect to convection, it does not involve conductor, and consequently it does not follow Ohm's law. Convection current is nothing but does not involve conductor and it does not follow the Ohm's law. So if it occurs when the current flows through an insulating medium such as liquid, rarefied gas, vacuum is the example for This is the example of for convection current medium. A beam of electron in the vacuum tube, for example, is a convection current. This is the one of the example for convection current. A beam of electron in vacuum tube is the example for convection current. So now consider a filament as shown in figure. Have the cross sectional area del s and length of finite element is del l, and volume charge density of the filament is rho v, and the velocity v is nothing but velocity is along x direction. Velocity is along x direction, sorry, along y direction. So because with respect to in 3-dimensional plane, so this is with respect to y, so for that this is also with respect to y. So the figures of the current in a filament. So if there is a current flow, there is a flow of charge of density rho v at the velocity can be written as u is equal to ay dot ay. So this is u dot ay from equation 1. The current through the filament is, we can already we know del I is equal to del q divided by t. Again q can be written as rho v into dv. Simply this q is written as rho into dv divided by del t. So again this volume can be written as surface area, multiplication of surface area and del s and del t. Multiplication of del s and del t gives the volume. So sorry, del s and del l divided by del t. So here this is the rate of change of distance, length per time. We consider this as a velocity along y direction. So remaining values are same, rho v into del s into uy. This is equation number 6. The current density at the given point is the current through the unit normal area at that point. The y directed current density jy can be written as jy is equal to del I by del s rho v into uy. Again in general we can write j is equal to rho v into u, that is volume charge density is multiplied with velocity. So the current I is the convection current density, and the convection current density in ampere per meter square. We already know current density, it is ampere per meter square. Conduction current requires a conductor. So up till now we have discussed about convection current. So next we move on to conduction current. Conduction current requires conductor. Conductor is characterized by large amount of free electron that provide conduction current due to impressed electric field. Upon electric field applied, conduction current will flow. When an electric field E is applied, the force on the electron with charge minus E, then force is written as F is equal to minus E into capital E. This is equation number 9. So next one, since the electron is not in free space, it will not accelerated under the influence of electric field. Rather than it suffer the constant collision with the atomic lattice and drift from one atom to another atom. If the electron with mass m is moving in an electric field E with an average drift velocity u, according to Newton's law, the average change in momentum of the free electron must be matched with applied force. So simply this is the force corresponding to change in momentum, mu divided by tau is equal to, this expression we already derived, F is equal to minus E into capital E. Now while solving this we get u is equal to minus E tau divided by m into E. This is equation 10, where tau is nothing but average time interval between the collision. Equation 10 indicate that drift velocity of the electron is directly proportional to applied field. So there are n number of electron per unit volume. The electronic charge density is given by rho v is equal to minus Ne, where Ne, thus the conduction current density J is equal to rho v into U is equal to, simply replace rho v and U value. Rho v value is this one, U value is, so already we derived, U value is minus E tau divided by m into E. While substituting these two value, While substituting this, we get this expression. So in that we select this value as sigma. Sigma is nothing but conductivity. N E square tau divided by MC conductivity of the conductor. So this is the current conduction current density. Next one, conductor. Conductor is an isolated conductor as shown in figure. Consider an isolated conductor as shown in figure below. A conductor has abundant charge that is free to move. So consider the figure. So in that figure we have one conductor. Here we are applying external electric field EE. Due to application of this external electric field, charge separation take place at the boundary. Along the applied field we have the positive charge in the one side and the negative side, and on the other side we have negative charges. Due to these two charges, that is positive and negative charges, internally some field is generated that is considered as EI. This EI value is equal to EE, just opposite and just opposite. So EE and EI cancel. So inside the conductor the electric field E value is 0 inside the conductor. So when the external, again I explain the same points again. When an external field is EE is applied, the positive free charges are pushed along the same direction as applied field, while the negative free electrons move in the opposite direction. The charge migration take place very quickly. The free charges do two things. First one is they accumulate on the surface of the conductor and then form the induced surface charges, that is induced field EI. The induced charges set up the internal induced EM of EI, which cancel externally applied field EE. So at last a conductor has 0 electric field under static condition. So for pure conductor, rho V is equal to 0 and E is equal to 0. A perfect conductor cannot contain electrostatic field within it. A conductor is called an equipotential body, implied that potential is same everywhere in the conductor, that is on the fact E is equal to minus del V is equal to 0. To maintain the finite current density J in the perfect conductor, sigma tends to infinity requires that electric field inside the conductor must vanish. In other words, E tends to 0 because sigma tends to infinity for a perfect conductor. If the some charges are introduced in the interior of the conductor, the charges will move to the surface and redistribute themselves quickly in such a manner that the field inside the conductor vanishes. So according to Gauss law, if E is equal to 0, charge density rho V must be 0. Under static condition, E is equal to 0, rho V is equal to 0 and VA be 0 inside the conductor. Thank you. Next video will be on boundary condition with respect to electrostatic field. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.